Part 1. The perfect plan. Barnaby the bear woke up with one glorious thought: honey. He had spotted a beehive, full to bursting, high in an old oak tree. Today was the day. His stomach growled in happy anticipation. He licked his lips and began his march. Part 2. The sticky situation. His path took him under a pine tree where two mischievous raccoons were having a syrup-eating contest. They tipped over the large, sticky bottle just as Barnaby passed. A waterfall of maple syrup splashed right on his head. Part 3. The unwanted confetti. Sticky and annoyed, Barnaby shook himself. This was a mistake. The syrup flicked off his fur and onto a nearby branch, startling a family of squirrels who were storing acorns. Dozens of acorns rained down on Barnaby's head like woody confetti. Asterisk bonk, 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 asterisk. Part 4. The slippery slope. Trying to escape the acorn assault, Barnaby took a step back. His syrup-coated paw landed on a smooth, mossy rock. His legs shot out from under him, and he landed with a great thump on the forest floor. Part 5. The rolling bear. The ground where he landed was on a slight hill. Still on his back, sticky and round, Barnaby began to roll. He rolled past a startled fox, through a patch of dandelions, and straight toward a quiet stream. Part 6. The splashy cool down. He rolled right off the bank and into the cool water with a tremendous splash. The water washed the syrup away, which was good, but it also soaked his fur, making him heavy and waterlogged. He clambered out, dripping and shivering. Part 7. The itchy itch. The stream's mud bank was home to 1,000 friendly mosquitoes. They saw a big, wet, delicious bear and decided to throw a party. They swarmed him, buzzing joyfully. Barnaby was now wet, cold, and incredibly itchy. Part 8. The back scratch. In a frenzy to scratch an itch he couldn't reach, Barnaby backed up against the roughest tree he could find. It was a great scratch, but the tree was also home to a hive of very territorial hornets. He had the wrong tree. Part 9. The angry hornets. The hornets poured out, not happy about having a giant scratching post. They didn't sting him, but they buzzed angrily around his head, forcing him to run away, swatting and ducking. Part 10. The muddy solution to escape the hornets. Barnaby did the only logical thing. He dove into a giant, squelchy mud puddle and covered himself completely, leaving only his nose exposed. The hornets, losing interest, flew away. Part 11. The heavy disguise. He was now safe, but he was also a giant, muddy bear statue. It took him 10 minutes to slowly and carefully extract himself from the thick, sucking mud. He was exhausted. Part 12. The long nap. All this effort had worn him out. The sun was warm, the grass was soft. He meant to just rest his eyes for a moment. He let out a huge yawn and fell fast asleep right there on the path, snoring loudly. Part 13. The setting sun. He slept through the afternoon. The sun began to set, painting the sky orange and purple. The bees, whose hive he had meant to raid, finished their day's work and settled in for the night, safe and undisturbed. Part 14. The rumbling awakening. Barnaby woke up with a start. His stomach gave a mighty rumble. He remembered. The honey. He looked up at the sky. It was almost dark. He had slept right through his honey-stealing opportunity. Part 15. The realization. He sat up, muddy and confused. He thought about the syrup, the acorns, the roll, the swim, the mosquitoes, the hornets, the mud, and the nap. A series of hilarious, unfortunate events had perfectly conspired to save the bees. Part 16. A different dinner. With a sigh, Barnaby accepted his fate. He wasn't getting honey tonight. He trudged off to find some berries for dinner, a little disappointed, but also secretly relieved he hadn't been stung. Sometimes a missed opportunity is its own sweet reward. The end.